Alrighty, everybody, and welcome to yet another one of these kind of videos. Now, the last time we reacted to a Harman Smith video was when he was talking about the Valve Steam machine. What was it called again? Yeah, the Valve Steam machine. So last time we reacted to this idiot's video for the Valve Steam machine, he was saying how it's going to be priced like a PC, not a console. But yet he didn't provide any facts to prove his claim as being factually correct, although it's morally incorrect. But this time, we are going to be reacting to his other video, where he talks about the fact that Donkey Kong Bananza won an award during the Game Awards. Now, I've yet to react to the Game Awards. Now, I've yet to react to the Game Awards, but eventually I'm going to. Now, the Game Awards is actually a little over 3 hours long, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I might do a reaction to the Game Awards after all the Harman Smith content that I have for a playlist that I've made. So we are going to be reacting to Harman Smith's video. Gamers are seething about Donkey Kong Bananza winning a Game Award. Now this is going to be 8 minutes and 7 seconds long. So let's see what this dipshit has to say now.
Gamers are upset that Donkey Kong Bananza was nominated for Game of the Year. It didn't even win.
I mean, Harman, okay, this is going to be the first time I actually agree with you. Yes, Donkey Kong Bananza didn't win Game of the Year. But yet there's a game that did win. Expedition 33. Now, there was a year where it was Astrobot that won Game of the Year. I think it was last year that won Game of the Year. But this year, it was Expedition 33. So, Expedition 33 won Game of the Year this year. Which surprisingly isn't a Nintendo game. Thank God! Like, holy fucking shit. Thank the Lord it was not a Nintendo game that won Game of the Year. Because at this point, with what Nintendo is doing to Pocket Pair and Power World, that whole legal bullshit that they're going through Pocket Pair with, I still think that lawsuit that Nintendo started with Pocket Pair is complete bullshit. And I honestly hope the fuck that either Pocket Pair comes out on top and they beat Nintendo fair and square in the lawsuit, or it gets thrown the fuck out for being too broad and too vague. Because it's clearly too broad and too vague. So either scenario of if Pocket Pair wins fair and square, or it gets thrown the fuck out for being too broad and too vague. If either one of those scenarios happen, then I will be fine with that. Because at this point, Nintendo does not deserve another lawsuit win with how petty they're being at this point. They're being absolutely petty as all fuck. They're being way too fucking greedy. They're being way too fucking cocky, thinking that they're untouchable. That they think they're gonna beat Pocket Pair in a legal fight. and try and get Power World shut down. Now, I do hope that Pocket Pair does win that lawsuit, so that way Pocket Pair or Power World can continue to exist, as well as any other games in the far future that are also going to be monster catchers and monster teamers like Power World. Now, there is one that's going to be coming out sometime next year, and Animo. That's going to be coming out sometime next year. I'm going to hopefully try and put out some content of the second beta, if I get chosen. But if not, then I'll be watching people that actually be playing the second beta. I don't mind watching people playing the second beta if I don't get selected for it. I don't mind watching other people enjoy it, because I know at some point I'm going to get to enjoy it too. So I'm not worried about whether I'm going to be picked or not for the second beta of Animo, because I already know that more than likely I probably won't be picked for it. I don't know for sure, because it hasn't been decided yet. But let's just get back to this for now.
It was not the game that won Game of the Year, and yet you're already seeing people seethe about the game simply being nominated.
Now who exactly is seething at the fact that Donkey Kong Bananza actually was nominated? Who actually was seething? Where is your proof that people were seething? Huh, Harman? Where is your proof of that?
How dare a Nintendo game be put up alongside masterpieces like Silk Song, Expedition 33, and Death Stranding 2? Don't they know that Donkey Kong is a brand for children?
Harman, I'm sure they are very well aware of the type of age range that Donkey Kong is meant to be around. How it's meant to be around the age of little kids. But yet, not every child in the world is going to have a Nintendo Switch 2 or any kind of Nintendo console in the current year. So they would have to get either a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch 2 for Christmas this year, and see how many Donkey Kong games are going to be available. Now, I know I've said this already, but I'm going to get an absolute ton of games for my OLED Nintendo Switch, as well as extra storage for my Nintendo Switch. Because the amount of space that it currently has right now is absolute dog shit. And not enough for a fuck ton of games. It's like atrociously bad, not big enough for a whole lot of games. But I'm gonna get a SD card for my other Nintendo Switch at some point, before I start going on a game purchasing spree and get a bunch of games for my other Nintendo Switch. So the first thing on my list for that is going to be the SD card, the 1 terabyte SD card. Now, yes, I'm going to go in for a 1 terabyte. I don't know if there's any that's way bigger than that. As far as I've seen, it goes all the way up to 1 terabyte for SD cards. Now, if there's any other ones that are way bigger than that, then I don't know if they're going to work for Nintendo Switch. So I'm going to get one that's meant for Nintendo Switch, which is going to be 1 terabyte. And I'll wait for that to arrive. Then once I have that, and the ability to stream Nintendo Switch games on my desktop computer with the Elgato, Once I have the 1TB SD card and the Elgato, then I will be able to start streaming Nintendo Switch games. Put out Nintendo Switch games content for you guys. And once I beat all the games that I end up getting, I'm going to be doing a review for the grand finale of each playlist of what I think about each game. Now again, I'm gonna do my own review instead of listening to other people saying, "Oh, don't get this game, it sucks," or "Don't get this game, it's bad." That's what other people are saying. Now me, I would much rather give my own review to the game for the Nintendo Switch. And then, if I have to, I will eventually think about getting a Nintendo Switch 2. Maybe sometime next year, I might think about getting a Nintendo Switch 2. So I can do a review of Donkey Kong Bananza. And see what the talk is about the Nintendo Switch 2. Because there are people out there saying that Nintendo Switch 2 is bad. Yeah, people shouldn't spend their money getting a Nintendo Switch 2. It's going to be the same thing with the consoles as it will be for the games with me. So I'm not gonna listen to everyone saying, "Oh, don't get this," or "Don't waste your money on this." That's what someone else is saying. That's their review of it. It's not my own wording. So I'm probably going to end up getting a Nintendo Switch 2 at some point in the far future. So I can do a review of the Nintendo Switch 2 itself. And Donkey Kong Bananza. But for now, I'm going to hit the play button again. Oh, actually just the K key. Because you can actually play the button if you push the K button. Or the K key on the keyboard. So I'm going to do that. Now let's see what else this buffoon has to say.
Aren't they aware that children's games are less sophisticated than games for adults?
Harman, I'm sure everyone already is well aware of that. However, certain video games are not just for kids. Adults can play the games too if they so choose. Now, I don't have any kids around, thankfully, so even if I were to play these kinds of games to myself, it's because I can, it's because I want to, and because it's my choice that I'm making. Now, people like you, Harman, do not get to decide what kind of games people can play or not. You are not their mother. You are not their father. You don't get to decide what games people play, dude. Now, I know that that's not what you're trying to say as of right now. But just by how you worded certain things, it almost sounds like you are, even though you're actually not.
I got my PhD in gaming, and I didn't get it to see Donkey Kong being worshipped by critics. It is.
Harman, no matter what the fuck you say, dude, people are going to be criticizing the fuck out of every game that Nintendo puts out. They're going to be putting out all sorts of critic reviews of every game in existence that's put out by Nintendo. People don't have to avoid games just because you're like, "Oh, it's meant for kids." They're not going to avoid the games for kids. They're still going to do they're still going to give reviews, like critics, on every game in existence. Because they have the right to do that. Critics have the right to review any game they so choose to do a review on. And a Nintendo fanboy like you, Harman, ain't gonna find some way to stop them. Because that is not your choice to make whether they do reviews on the games or not. That is their choice to make, not yours, Harman.
Downright laughable how common this take is. I've seen a number of major YouTubers, people like Shroud, release these kind of statements indicating that Donkey Kong Bananza does not deserve Game of the Year, that it's not.
If it ever got Game of the Year, then it'd probably be because it earned it. But this year, it didn't earn Game of the Year. Even though it was nominated, it still did not get Game of the Year. So sad to say, a game has to earn it, put in all the work in order to earn Game of the Year. And Expedition 33 probably put in a fuck ton of work to where it got Game of the Year.
Not that good, that it's a kids game, that Nintendo sucks, that the Switch 2 is a disappointment, that they're...
Who exactly is saying that the Nintendo Switch 2 is a disappointment, Harman? Huh? Who is saying that the Nintendo Switch 2 is a disappointment? No one, as far as I know, is ever talking about the Nintendo Switch 2 like that.
There are so many better games out there, and it is.
That's because there are so many better games out there. That Nintendo isn't the only one making good games. There are others out there that are also making good games. Not just Nintendo.
Is downright embarrassing how hard people are trying to disrespect this game in particular.
Who is trying to disrespect this game, Harman? Who is trying to show disrespect to Donkey Kong Bananza? Where's your statistics or proof that people are showing disrespect to this game? Also, I'm still curious about what camera you're using for your video, these videos, Harman. Because the first one, you were using a circle cam when you were talking about people, about the Valve Steam machine being priced like a PC. You were using a circle cam. And for this video, you're also using a circle cam. Are you using the camera from your Nintendo Switch 2 for these? Yeah, that's what it seems like right now.
While giving slots like Death Stranding 2 and Hades 2 a complete pass.
Hey, don't be calling any of the Hades games slop, Harman. Because you don't know if they're slop. Just because they're on the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Switch 2 doesn't mean you get to talk shit about them. When I don't even think you've played them, Harman.
Like it is remarkable just how upset people are that this game got done.
Where's your proof that people got upset just because Donkey Kong Bananza was nominated for during the Game Awards?
Have you heard about Ryoko Pro? This is the cutting-edge portable
fucking
Wi-Fi
ad, bro.
software
Come on.
that people soon.
Get out of here. Thank you.
Yes, the coping and seething about Bananza's obvious success.
Who is coping and who is seething, Harman?
It has already begun. It doesn't matter whether Donkey Kong Bananza wins or loses Game of the Year because it's going to be bigger than Expedition 33 anyway.
How do you know for sure if this game, Donkey Kong Bananza, is going to be better than Expedition 33? Huh, Harman? Are you just talking to your ass again? More than likely.
You know? Like, it's gonna be bigger than Silksong.
Who's saying that, Harman? Who's saying that this game's gonna be bigger than Silksong?
None of these games that are being put up against this title are gonna have anywhere near the long-term relevancy that this does. You know, Duck?
And where is your proof of that, Harman? Where the fuck is your proof of that? Oh wait, guess what? You ain't got shit.
Donkey Kong Country was one of the most beloved games ever produced back in the 90s. And now we have this full-on reboot.
Excuse me.
That completely killed it, brought the character back into the limelight, and will continue to be an iconic Switch game for years. I would not be surprised if this thing does like Super Mario Odyssey numbers long term.
Well, I just have to wait and see, Harman. You can't just say shit and then expect it to be true.
Selling upwards of like 30 million units. You know? Like it is remarkable just how much more of a success this game is than...
More of a success than what, Harman?
Expedition 33, Silksong, Death Stranding 2.
And what makes you think it's going to be more successful than those games, huh, Harman? Huh?
These two, like, it is by far the most successful game that's been nominated for any of these award shows this year.
Hey, at least they got as far as they did, Harman. They got as far as they did, even in the Game Awards. So it's not like they didn't try and get into the Game Awards and not get in. They didn't fail to get in. Although Expedition 33 did win Game of the Year. Honestly, I'm glad it did, and that it wasn't a Nintendo game. Because like I said already, at this point, Nintendo doesn't deserve another award of anything. They got lucky with Donkey Kong Bananza winning at least something. But other than that, they didn't get anything else except for what Donkey Kong Bananza got. Now, like I said already, after I'm done reacting to these videos, because there's like 34, and this is the second video. I'm probably gonna adding more of Harman's videos to the playlist as he makes them. But for now, I'm on the second video out of 34 of Harman's videos for reactions. There's gonna be a whole lot more to come, though. I know for a fact I'm gonna be reacting to a whole lot more of Harman's shit, like a good amount of other YouTubers are doing. They're calling Harman out on his bullshit. I'm probably gonna start doing the same thing myself, but not the same way that the rest of them are doing it, because they are like going hostile on this dipshit. Now me, I'm not going as hostile as they are. I'm more doing it civilly and calmly. But here, every now and then, I will go a bit harsh. Not so harsh, like really mean kind of harsh, but just harsh to point out his bullshit.
and it is right now in the process of being downplayed and ignored. You know,
How is it being downplayed, Harman?
I'm sure that like Synthetic Man or Darkside Phil or any one of these grifters are like sitting there on their little streams, like,
How dare you call content creators grifters, Harman? Do you even know what the word means, Harman? Here, let me look it up for. Now, I'm sure you guys are all wondering what he means by grifter. I will look it up right now and tell you guys what a grifter is. What is a grifter? Okay, so guys, so according to the dictionary, God, this ain't AI, but according to the dictionary, grifter is a type of person who engages in petty or small-scale swindling. And a perfect example of this is I saw him as a grifter who preys upon people. So here, according to the vocabulary, this is another term for grifter. A grifter is a con artist, someone who swindles people out of money through fraud. There's one type of person you don't want to trust. It's a grifter, someone who cheats others out of money. Grifters are also known as chiselers, defrauders, gougers, scammers, swindlers, and flimflammen. Now, I probably butchered the second word. I probably butchered it. I honestly don't give a fuck. But you can't just call someone a grifter just because they're not talking good about your favorite company, Harman. That's not what grifter means, dude. I just read out what it means. Not what you think it means, Harman. You dumb fuck.
Complaining about this game being as popular and successful as it is.
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick little research right now for you guys. I'm gonna do a quick little search for you guys. How popular is Donkey Kong Bananza? Okay, so this is just AI, but what it's saying is Donkey Kong Bananza is extremely popular, considered a massive hit for the Nintendo Switch 2, to top seller, critically acclaimed, Game of the Year contender, praised as one of the best Nintendo games ever, and a major revitalization for the Donkey Kong franchise, selling millions, quickly and drawing huge fan enthusiasm. This is AI. But sure, it was a critically acclaimed Game of the Year contender, but that doesn't mean it won Game of the Year. That was all Expedition 33. So shut the fuck up, Harman. Although I know it's not the end of the video yet, but still, shut the fuck up.
But the reality of it is that this game is popular because it's so good.
according to AR Overview, it definitely is popular. But it didn't say anything about it being good. Wait, did it? No, it said nothing about it being good. Just that it was a massive hit. That it's extremely popular. It didn't say anything about the game being good, Harman.
Because it just stopped the competition. It was an innovator. It was so far beyond what any third-party developer did this year that it really does need to be talked about and celebrated.
Only thing that I don't like about Donkey Kong Bananza in general is the fact that they made changes to how Donkey Kong is supposed to look. He didn't look the way he did back in the SNES era, as well as the NES. Back in the classics, he didn't look the way he does now.
Something like Expedition 33.
Why in the fuck are you calling Expedition 33 Expedition 33? What the fuck is wrong with you, Harman? That's not what it's called. It's called Expedition 33. Get it right, dipshit.
Is never, ever going to compete with that. That is the absolute reality of the situation. But we're in this weird, awkward cycle where people just kind of want to down.
Here's my question for you, Harman. What all do you do to that Pikachu plush? What do you do to that Pikachu plush? Then pick it up and go, oh, this is my Pikachu plush. Gotta be doing something to it.
Playing Donkey Kong Bananza. They want to just ignore it. They want to just pretend that.
Also, I just love how you did not fucking notice that your camera was going down.
They want to just pretend that Donkey Kong is some irrelevant IP that no one cares about. The Switch 2 is.
Okay, you fixed it. Good. So apparently you did acknowledge that it was going down. You just didn't say, "Oh shit, my camera's going down."
Failing, and that is something that is just not going to stick. You know, it didn't even survive through the launch window period, but. You see a lot of these guys, PC gamers usually.
Who did you get?
Fucking shit! Ass, get out of here!
Who just kind of sit there and say that people don't talk about Donkey Kong anymore, and it's not very relevant or popular, and that people are talking about Arc Raiders.
Well, from all the people that I've watched on YouTube and Twitch, nobody I've watched is talking about Donkey Kong Bananza. They're focused on playing other games, talking about other topics. And apparently Donkey Kong Bananza isn't a topic they're talking about.
And they're talking about Ghost of Your Toy, and that is...
Now, Ghost of Your Toy, I heard surprisingly didn't win jack shit at the Game Awards. It Israel got nothing. Now I've seen someone reacting to the Game Awards. I haven't done it myself, and let's just put it this way: Ghost of Your Toy did not win jack shit. So I honestly feel bad for the Ghost of Your Toy team for not winning anything. They did at least try though, so kudos to them for at least trying. They could have won at least something, but in the end, they won nothing.
Just a complete and total. Okay. It doesn't matter how many awards that these games are given. It doesn't.
You sure about that, Harman? Because how many awards did Donkey Kong Bananza win, huh? Only one! And did it earn that? More like... does it deserve that award? No. That award should have went to Sonic Racing Crossworlds. But yet, in the end, though, Donkey Kong Bananza did get it. Not this game, but Mario Kart World is what got that award. So yeah, that award should have went to Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and not to Mario Kart World.
No matter how many units they sell, it doesn't matter. How much people talk about it. Like Donkey.
As far as I know, Harman, no one's talking about this game right now.
Is bigger than all of these games.
How do you know that for sure, Harman? Huh? How do you know for sure that this game is bigger than all of them? Hmm?
Without even trying. Simply by virtue of being Donkey. Simply by virtue of being part of the Mario brand.
Well, of course, it's part of the Mario brand, smartass.
It is remarkable to see people seriously believe that their nobody video game franchise mascot, someone like Knack, is on par with Donkey Kong. It is embarrassing how last year Jeff Keighley granted Astrobot Game of the Year out of a desperate attempt to put.
That's because Astrobot won Game of the Year.
Push it as PlayStation's flagship mascot character, and then not even a full year later, see that release just get completely stomped by Donkey Kong Bananza.
You say that Donkey Kong Bananza stomped Astrobot, but where's your proof of that, Harman? Huh? Where the fuck is your proof of that? Again, Harman, it looks like you're talking out of your ass once again.
To the point where I don't even really understand why they even bothered to try. It was...
Hey, at least they tried, motherfucker.
Embarrassing what they tried to pull in that situation, and it's something that really does need to be pointed out and laughed at.
You know what does deserve to be pointed at and laughed at, Harman? You looking like a complete idiotic buffoon. Talking out your ass, talking like a complete idiot. You, Harman, are what people should be laughing and pointing at. You know how much of a buffoon you tend to act like. You tend to act like an idiot, acting like a complete know-it-all, acting like a complete fucking buffoon. People should be laughing and pointing at you and your stupidity. Like a whole lot of people should be doing that.
And just how insane the double standards actually are. Donkey Kong Bananza is far more original, innovative, and fun.
You're saying it's far more fun? Then where's your video content of the game, huh, Harman? Why don't you ever stream or make content of you playing the game? Harman? You're saying, oh, it's a lot of fun, innovative, and things like that. I don't see any content of you playing it. Why is that, Harman?
Anything else on the Game Awards nominee. And yet, the general gaming community wants to write this game off as if it doesn't matter, that it's irrelevant, that it's not competitive, that it doesn't deserve to win. Guess we can go through the comment section here, just to prove my point. So much cope in the replies. Stop mixing the quality of the games with how much chronic online folks spend online hyping it up. This over Hades 2, Silksong, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. 1 year when Baldur's Gate 3 won this, it was taken seriously. Now it isn't. Donkey Kong Bananza slap. Also innovative, unlike Expedition 33. Yeah, the combat system in Expedition 33 was directly ripped from Mario and Luigi. Not a lot of people point that out, but the critics scored it worse than Hades 2, Flare Obscure, Blueprints, and Split Fiction. Make it make sense. DK was the highest rated AAA studio published game of the year, both with critics and audience. The only thing that has done better than it has been the 3 top indie games. And that is a stretch because those games were a lot cheaper than Bananza. So Bananza pulled in more money because it was sold at a higher price, because, they sold it like
the fact that it's priced where it's priced, not a whole lot of people can afford that, Harman.
The whole idea that Silksong can beat Bananza because it was sold at $20 is just not true at all. People don't realize that, because if you sell at a higher price, you make more money. It's the well-deserved. Funny how people disagree with this, but we're fine with Astro. Yeah, that is a good point. Was Donkey Kong there to collect their award? Yep. Yep. So much seething, so much complaining. People are so upset at Donkey Kong Bananza winning this award.
You sure about that, Harman? Because you didn't show the full thing in your video.
I'm sure this isn't going to be the only award it wins. I'm sure most of the Game of the Year awards will be handed to Expedition 33, Claire in Obscurity, but Bananza is going to be the game that people actually remember. Okay. Like the Game of the Year award means absolutely nothing in an industry when Nintendo games are remembered far after the initial year in which they released. Gamers are...
Okay, so we have reached the end. We have reached the end of the video. Now, I you know what? I was kind of harsh to Harman Smith, but not completely harsh. Now, I was kind of harsh to him last time too. If he ever talks about something in a not so good way that I grew up with, then he is going to receive bullets and bullets of harshness. Now, he's lucky he's not getting that right now from me. I might see about bringing someone on board and do collaboration with someone. If anyone is interested in doing a collab reaction of this buffoon, I'm actually trying to find someone to see if they some of you are going to do like a double reaction. But for now, I'm just doing them by myself, solo. And let's just say that this dude here, Harman Smith, does not know everything like he portrays himself out to be. He likes to act like he's a big know-it-all, like he knows everything. He doesn't know everything like he thinks he does. He's just talking out of his ass, making all these claims. And honestly, it's just sad how he does that kind of thing. But hey, that's a Nintendo fanboy for you guys. They will try and act like a big know-it-all and act the way that Harman here is acting. But in the end, they don't know everything like they portray themselves out to be. He doesn't know everything he's saying. He doesn't provide any facts or anything like that of his claims. Ooh. Excuse me. So, all in all, that was another Harman Smith reaction video that we just gotten through. There's more to come. However, I'm going to call it here so I can get ready for yet one more Harman Smith reaction video. Because we're going to be doing two today. Big whoop. We're going to be doing two. Huh.
The other thing that I think is significant is they finally got Pickens the ball. He's got to get going in this game. He got beat up pretty good.
We're going to be having slow cooked pork for dinner tonight. I guess it's tacos. I don't mind. It's a slow cooked pork. So we are going to hang something really good for dinner tonight, and I honestly look forward to it because it's basically going to be pork tacos, but not just any pork tacos. Del Rio pork, carnita, slow cooked pork tacos. So this has been VtuberNMADev21, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!